the loss, I break the chain. Fractured daydreams guiding me to the place I'm meant to be.
Golden light on broken ground, I still hear your fading sound. One last breath, one last sigh, we never said a real goodbye. I held on too long, I know, tried to fix what couldn't grow. We were fire in the rain, but love like that can't stay the same. And now I stand where we once were, no more fear, just lessons learned. You were real, and so was I, but not all love survives. So I wave goodbye with both hands open, let the wind take all we've spoken. I don't hate you, I don't cry, I just learned how to survive. You were beautiful and brief, like the ocean at my feet. Now I wave goodbye, and I finally find my peace. Wave goodbye, let it fly. We were right to say goodbye. I replay our last slow song, still hear you, though you're gone. But silence sounds like something new, a softer space that leads me through. And though I'd hold you one more time, I know this is the clearest sign. Some love stays and some must leave, and both can set you free. So I wave goodbye with both hands open, let the wind take all we've spoken. I don't hate you, I don't cry, I just learned how to survive. You were beautiful and brief, like the ocean at my feet. Now I wave goodbye, and I finally find my peace. I won't chase what slipped away. You were perfect for that day, but time has written something new, and it doesn't belong to you. Golden light and open sky, you fade like stars at morning time. I wave goodbye, and I walk into the light.
Thought I lost the fight inside, felt too fast, too far to hide. But even in the deepest shade, I saw colors start to blaze. Used to drown in what they said, painted storms inside my head. But I lit a spark they couldn't see, built a fire under me. Now every bruise becomes my base, every fall a staircase. I'm not broken, I'm not straight, I'm just burning through the gray. I won't fade, no turning gray. I've been shadows, now I blaze. Every step that wore me thin made me bulletproof within. I won't break, I won't delay. my voice behind a wall. Tried to shrink so I fit small, but the cracks became my stage. Now I'm louder with the rage. They can doubt me all they need. I've got silence on my speed. I'm the glitch that broke the frame. Not a number, not a name. I won't fade, no turning gray. I've been shadows, now I blaze. Every step that wore me thin made me bulletproof within. I won't break, I won't delay. Even storms can't wash away all the colors that I claim. No, I'm never turning gray. If I flicker, I still burn. Every scar's a flag I earned. Tired hearts still beat with sound, and I'll never settle down. I won't fade, no turning gray. This is where I start to stay. Brighter than I've ever been. This is where the light gets in.
Feet off the ground, no turning around. The weight is gone, I'm already gone. I was stuck inside the noise, running circles with no voice. Built my walls 1,000 feet, now I'm breaking out complete. Left the past with every step, burn the fear and the regret. I don't know just where I'll land, but I'm free, that's where I am. There's nowhere but up from here. Sky is open, mind is clear. Took the fall, now I can fly, chasing stars across the sky. Every breath a brand new start, every beat a work of art. There's nowhere but up from here, nowhere but up. I'm out of fear. I'm rising now. Can't hold me down. I'm weightless now. Nowhere but up. Used to drown in what they said, tangled tight inside my head. But I cut the ties, let go. Now I'm light and in control. Didn't need a perfect plan, just the will to rise again. Took the jump with eyes closed tight, now I'm glowing in the night. There's nowhere but up from here. Sky is open, mind is clear. Took the fall, now I can fly, chasing stars across the sky. Every breath a brand new start, every beat a work of art. There's nowhere but up from here, nowhere but up. I'm out of fear. If I crash, I'll still ascend. Every end's a place to begin. I was lost, but now I see that this freedom lives in Feet off the ground, no turning around. I've said enough, there's nowhere but up. In the quiet, I still hear your name. Through the dark, it's never the same. We were fire in the coldest rain, a fragile light, a flame.
Hello everybody, happy Monday! I hope you're having a fantastic day so far and you had a great weekend. Today we're going to be doing some stitching. I think I'm going to start doing like Mondays, we're going to be doing some crafting. Tuesdays I'm going to start playing some games. Wednesdays we'll see. So, just start switching it up a bit. I did work on this over the weekend, like I said I probably would. So I got up to 38%. And then, hang on, my music's still a little bit loud for me. It's a little better. What was I gonna say? Hang on, let me adjust the music. It's throwing me off a little bit. I think I need to do here, and then I can turn it up here, and I can turn it up for you guys. There we go. Should be fine now. Okay. Right. So, anyways, I did work on this a little bit over the weekend. Got up to about 38% and finished up the color I was working on before, which was this peach color. Got through this light blue color, which is number 747, and then started on this next color, which is 809. So, the current daily goal is set at 167 stitches. So that's what we're aiming for right now. Sorry, I got some hiccups. I inhaled lunch pretty quick. Is there really like one right there? Oh, there's a bunch. Okay. It's like, hold on. That's because it's a different color. Let me do these real quick. But yeah, so how was everybody's weekend? I had a pretty good weekend. Thursday last week, our friends came into town and we went out to dinner with them and met their son for the first time. He turns 9 in September. And our son, who turns 6 in October, immediately they were best friends. So that was fun to watch because they just immediately were having a good old time together, chatting about, you know, Minecraft and Roblox and Legos and board games, and yeah, so that was fun. We went to dinner Thursday. Friday I was supposed to go to a friend's house and go swimming, but that got canceled, so we wound up just kind of lounging and taking it easy. And then Saturday we went to the Anime Festival Orlando and hung out with our friends again and their son, and it was really fun. We had a good time walking around. The boys went hard all day, just goofing off and, you know, having fun. And, you know, they got to play some video games because they had a video game room. They had lots of cosplay, lots of things to look at, shopping, you know, that kind of stuff. So it was good. We had a good time. I was really good and I didn't buy anything, even though I really, really wanted to, but I told myself I'm going to be responsible. One, because Gen Con is coming up soon and I want to be able to buy some stuff maybe at Gen Con, and 2, because I still am unemployed. So I don't want to be using too much money without a job in the works. So that's where we're at right now, though. And then Sunday was Father's Day. We just kind of hung around, took it easy. I think tonight we're going to go out to dinner. My husband said he wants steak, so I guess we'll go to some sort of place that has steak. Logan's or, there's Logan's, Roadhouse, I feel like there's a couple others. Nothing fancy like Roost Chris. We're not going that high end. Just somewhere that has steak, he said. I was like, oh, okay, we could do that. But yep, otherwise just hanging out. Still working my way through Iron Flame. I'm about 40% through now, and then Paladin's Grace, I think I'm 50 or 60% through that audiobook. So chugging along on those. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I actually need to see if they're open today. The bookstore, the little local bookstore, used bookstore, got a copy of Scarlet in, so I'm gonna go pick that up from them at some point today or tomorrow or something. Maybe I'll go today after this. Yeah, just kind of puttering about. Let me mute a second. I got a cough. Okay, I'm back. Allergies have been a little icky, so. Yep. Unless we are still very much on track to finish this before July 14th is the goal. So that's what we're aiming on. And hopefully we'll not have any issues. I know this weekend's going to be a little bit tricky for getting anything done because Friday is our friend's wedding. Saturday is supposed to be my son's belt test, but right now he is not on track to get his next belt. We've been having some behavioral hiccups here. So he's currently not at the point he needs to be to get his next belt. So we keep telling him he's not listening. So we'll see the next day or two if he pulls his stuff together and can. So one of the things he has to do is, in order to get his belt, he has to have certain stripes. So he gets the yellow stripe for knowing the pillar, the life skill, which this round is communication. And they have to know whatever the pillar is, and then they also have to know like the little phrases and if there's levels and stuff. So it's communication is the link between the world and me. And there's like level 1 is the way we look, level 2 is the way we listen, level 3 is the way we sound, and level 4 is the way we lead. So they have to know all of that for the test. That gets them their yellow stripe. Then they have a blue stripe, which is from the parents. So we have, or guardians, we have to give basically an okay that they're behaving at home and that they're doing well around the house, attitude, homework, whatever it is that they need, have been tasked with working on. And that's where he's struggling. He has not been listening very well, and he's been very sassy. So the sass is strong with that one. So that's where he's been slacking a bit. So we haven't given him the okay to get his blue stripe, because he'll be good for about a day, maybe half a day, and then turns into a little turd again. So we're kind of waiting to see. And then the red stripe, they have to have a red stripe, and that's for So sorry about that. The red stripe is for a note from usually their teacher, but since it's summer, they said they could do a note from like a grandparent, a camp coach, a neighbor, you know, just something like that, that says like how they've been doing. So, but he is at daycare, so we can still do a sort of like a teacher note. Oh my gosh, can't get my throat clear. So yeah, like I said, at the moment he is not on track to get his next belt. I think it'll fully depend on how his attitude is today. If it's fine today, maybe we'll, you know, he's in the like, we do like thumbs up, so he's at the like solidly middle right now, and they're looking for a like thumbs up. But yeah, he's kind of all over the place. One. Yeah, otherwise I got, and then Sunday we're doing book club, and we are hosting here at my house, so we will have some of my friends over. We're gonna do a breakfast, brunch bar kind of thing, so we're gonna have like waffles and pancakes and stuff, and then chat about the last books in this round, which were, oh, my brain is totally dumped out. I think Bumps in the Night and I want to say Whiskers and Wishes, maybe, but I don't remember for sure which two. I've read them all back in January. So we'll see. But yeah, so we're discussing the last two books, and then for the previous rotation, and then we're going to start the new rotation, which we've picked all our books for that. And the first one up for that rotation is Cult Classic by Sloane Crosby, I think it is. Crosby, or Crossley, maybe. I have the book from the library. It's sitting on my bedside table at the moment. So, yeah. So I figure my goal right now is to finish the Iron Flame, and then I'll do Cult Classic, and then I will hopefully be able to do Scarlet, and then do the next book in that, in the book club. I'm gonna try to chew through them. The ones from the last rotation were a lot quicker and smaller, because we each picked one novella and then one YA pick. So all of them were very like light, easy reads, or very short. Which is why I blew through them in like no time. I think I finished 3 or 4 of them on the cruise back in January. So, yep. Otherwise, not a whole heck of a lot going on here. No things in the work for job yet, which is really depressing. Hoping something starts coming up soon. You know, I thought after the new year, maybe something would start coming through, and just not happening. So... be heading up to Gen Con before too much longer. So that'll be fun. Give my son and my dog over to my mom. You know, they'll have them for the week, and then we'll go on up to Indianapolis. Been staying up a little bit too late, but hashtag worth it. I've been reading books, you know, working on my book, so it's not like I've been staying up late playing video games or anything, you know, too bad. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to try out like a new game. I think I'm going to call like Try It Tuesdays, right? It's because I have a huge backlog of Steam games. So I was thinking maybe I would start playing some of them on stream, you know, just so I can play at least 1 or 2 hours of each game, try it out, see if I like it, and then, you know, be something fun to do. So the first one, which I installed this morning to make sure it was ready to go, is Adorables. I'm just going straight up alphabetical order. Not even like doing anything crazy, just alphabetical order. So Adorables is the first one on the list because I've played 3 minutes of it, it says. And I'll be going through and playing games that I think that I've played like maybe less than... I have to decide if I want to do like less than an hour, less than 2 hours. Because I do feel like 2 hours, I feel, is a fair amount to invest in a game to determine if you like really like it or not. The only exception I have is if there is a game, for example, for me, like Fallout. I think it's 2 that I have. It's one of the Fallout games I have. I can't play it for more than about 30 minutes before I start getting like a nasty migraine and feeling nauseous. So there's something with either like the color palette or the frame rate or something, but it makes me sick basically, which sucks because I love the premise and I would love to play it. But I can only play it about 30 minutes at a time before I start feeling awful. So it's weird. So yeah, I figure I will try to play games and try to do about anywhere from 2 to 4 hours of each game in my Steam library to start chewing through some of my backlog and see maybe there's a hidden gem in there that I've been sitting on and just hadn't tried it yet. It should be noted these are all games I've not played a lot of or at all. So you know, games like 7 Days to Die or there's a couple like little farming sims and stuff that I've sunk a couple hours into. You know, so I won't be doing those. So. And the reason I have so many games and so many games that are like I haven't played is... Oh, hold on. So skip that one. Is because I did buy a couple times like a Humble Bundle that was, you know, there were like 5 or 6 games in the bundle, but I really only wanted like 1 or 2 of them, but it was cheaper to buy the bundle at the time because they were on like such a good sale than it was to buy those like 2 games I wanted. So it's kind of the reason I wound up with a bunch of those. Or I had friends gift me bundles. Yeah, so I think I'll probably be on here for another hour and a half or so. And then I'll probably buzz off, go pick up my book from the from the oh my goodness, the used bookstore, and then pick up my son from school and all that good stuff. So we'll see how far we can get in that time. So far, we are at 58 stitches out of 167 is the goal, so we're doing totally good. Been going for what, 30 minutes ish? Yep. Well, less than that. I've only been stitching for about 15 because my starting soon screen. Oh my goodness, words are so stinking hard. All right, let's see where we're at. And skip 1, and then we'll do 3. Trying to figure out what. Let's see, what is that cup symbol? 3325. How close is that? Oh, okay, it is later. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be. Oh, it is that one. Okay. Too similar, so that it's like, because that one's really similar. This is 338. Maybe I'll go see if the used bookstore has the books on our list.
Running through sleepless haze, every color starts to fade. In the static I remain, drawn to sparks inside the rain. In the pulse I'm burning bright, every fear turns into light.
Oh.
In the storm of glory bound, crimson rains ignite.
Get something to drink. So my son, on the way to the to dinner on Thursday, he'd just gotten a book from the library that was about soccer. So of course he was reading all about soccer and FIFA, and it was like a National Geographic book talking about specifically just soccer though. So he was sitting there reading it to us in the car on the way there, and I was like, wow, I now know a lot of stuff about soccer that I didn't know before. So that was fun.
Every echo calls my name. Through the noise I find the flame. All my scars begin to glow. In the dark I let it show. In the pulse I'm burning bright. Every fear turns into light. Gravity won't hold me down. In the storm of glory bound, crimson veins ignite.
Alright, let's go ahead and finish this thread real quick. It's like dirt under my nail, it's bothering me. There we go. One of my plants, one of the stems of it like fell over yesterday or whatever. I noticed, so I was like, okay, I'll fix that. And I was trying to just like sort of dig up the dirt and like stuff it back in, but I wound up like breaking it, so I don't know. I probably killed it. I am not a good plant parent, okay? Like, don't send plants to my house. They're just gonna die. Alright. So with that column, we are at 81 stitches. So we're about halfway there already. See how many we can get to in like a just under 2 hour stream. Because if I end at about 4, it'll be about 2 hours. But I did have no, I think it should be right at 2 hours actually. The total stream time would be 2 hours and like 15 minutes because I did a 15-minute start streaming screen. And I usually try to do a minute or two at the end, like the end stream screen. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. New thread coming in hot. I'll have to see. One of the girls I was watching, she was doing some cross stitch. She had like some fun goal tracker things that like you know, she could add to as well as other people could add to. That was kind of cool. I liked that idea. I'm trying to think of things that would be fun for like community engagement. So I did like that. I might try to see about doing something like that. I don't know what app or thing, website or whatever she was using for that. So I'd have to look into it. But yeah, so basically like people in the chat could use a command and it would put on like their goal, like that they were currently working on or heading towards, you know, so you could kind of sort of stitch together or do whatever you were doing together. And so it had like on her screen, like maybe like up in this area, there was like a little running tally of like what people were working on that had added goals, like, you know, 400 stitches or 200 stitches or whatever. And yeah, it just kind of was this ongoing thing, and people could put when they like, you know, completed their task. I thought it was pretty fun. I feel like I've said about every single one of these so far, but I really like this collar combo so far. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick little ad break. So just heads up if you're hanging out, ad break coming in. So hang tight. Okay. That brings us to 9 to 3 stitches. If you're just joining, there should be an ad break going, so I don't know if you can hear me or not. But we'll be done in about a minute and a half, so hang tight for just a moment. All right, so should be back from the ad break. Thanks for hanging in there if you were chilling while the ads flashed by. Sorry about that, but trying to get some pre-rolls taken care of so that, you know, maybe it won't be so annoying. But anyways, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday and you got something fun planned for the rest of your day. Hopefully you're not working too hard if you're at work. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I'm going to go in for about another hour and a half, give or take, and then probably duck off. So we're aiming to get to 167 stitches total, at least. I'm sure we'll make that because we are, currently at 105, and that's only taking us about not even 40 minutes to get to. So should be all right on timing, but who knows. Exclamation point project will bring up the project that I'm currently working on. It is a series of them, and I have modified a lot of the color palettes because I wanted them to reflect the characters that they're for. But this one I did not. This one is pretty much as is. I did do a little bit of alternate colors just because I'm trying to use what's in my stash. But otherwise, this one should be pretty much normal colors that you would see on the Etsy shop that this is available through. I am a variety streamer. I do gaming and arts and crafts. Lately I've been doing mostly cross-stitching. The other day I did play a little bit of a game, and tomorrow I'm aiming to play a game. I think on Tuesdays I'm going to start doing like a try it out Tuesdays, where I try out different games in my Steam backlog because I have quite a few in there. And so tomorrow I will be trying out Adorables. I'm literally just going in alphabetic order. What I might do is like tomorrow will be from the A, next week will be from the Z, like, so we'll go back and forth so that we kind of work our way towards the middle. So if there's a game in the middle of my library that starts with maybe like an M, it's gonna be a while till I get there, but we'll see. I will be doing games that I've either not played at all or I've played less than I haven't decided if I'm gonna do 1 hour or 2 hours. Probably less than 2 hours, because I feel like 2 hours is a pretty good test for a game to see if I like it or hate it. So we'll see where we can get from there. And like I said earlier, I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll find like a hidden gem that's been hanging out in my inventory for a while. My Steam backlog that I just never got a chance to play, or I kept thinking it was something different than what it actually is. But this does mean that I might be playing some spooky games, guys, which I love the idea of. I also hate, because I get scared real easily. But that would be fun. It'll be fun. So, yep. That's kind of it. Wednesday, I am not sure what I'll stream, but I'll probably stream something for at least a little bit. Thursday, same thing, not sure yet. And then the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not streaming at all currently, just because, you know, my husband's working from home on Fridays, and I've been scheduling stuff with my kid on Fridays. And then like this Friday, we're going to a wedding. So, yep. Okay, that brings us up to 117 stitches. keeping going. So I know that there's like this area, and then I think some of this lettering down here also has the this color. But at the moment we still have 356 stitches of this color, so I don't think we'll be finishing that on stream today. Doesn't mean I won't finish it tonight later, but it won't be finished on stream today at least. But who knows, maybe when I come back on Wednesday or Thursday, if I decide to stream this again, I'll be done with this color and on to the next color. And if you're not familiar, this is counted cross stitch. So I am the little marks mark out every 10 squares, or 10, you know, what would be 10 X's, 10 threads, or stitches rather. And I have a pattern on my phone. You can kind of see it off the side over here, that I use to just keep track of where I'm at and what I'm doing. There's also, what is it called? Painted cross stitch? There's counted and the other kind. The other one I've never done. It's the one where it's like pre-printed on the fabric sort of, and you stitch over like the colors, and then you wash it when you're done, and it washes out the markings basically. I've never done that. Printed cross stitch? I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I've never done one of those. I just have never had the opportunity. Never seen one, and I was like, oh, I have to have that, you know. So, yep, I've only done counted. And I started with this little guy right here. Was my very first ever cross stitch. It was a little kit I found at, I think, Michael's to try it, and really enjoyed it. I also do occasionally do embroidery, though I haven't done any in lately, but I have done a few embroidery pieces, including like a sweater, and I did like a sampler piece. So I was thinking I might do some more embroidery when I'm done with this series set, whatever you want to call it. So these are all going to be gifts for friends for Christmas. So once they're done and out of the way, maybe I'll do some embroidery. I've had some ideas floating around in my head for some embroidery to maybe do, but I just haven't done it. Maybe like some little patches and things. Could be fun. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Okay. Now it's another column down. We're at 130 out of 167. I need a soundboard to be able to do little sound effects every time, right? And that's just the daily goal. So when I start these, I do kind of pick a goal date, usually about 4 weeks out. Right now I'm giving myself about 4 weeks each. And then I have another app that you can put in like how many stitches is it and how many days until like the due date. And it'll tell you how many stitches per day you need to do in order to like hit that deadline. So right now my deadline is July 14th. And based on how many stitches are complete, how many to go, and all that information. Oh my goodness, sorry. Whew. Sorry, yawn crept up on me. It will calculate how many stitches per day you need to complete in order to make that goal. So right now it's saying if I do 167 stitches a day, I will make that goal of July 14th. Now, if I miss a day and I don't do any stitches, that number will change. It does adjust, like an active adjustment. So if today I do 600 stitches and I put that in, it'll say, you know, however many stitches I have to do tomorrow. It'll compensate either way. So it's really nice because I can start in the morning and like pull up that app and just go, okay, I need to do at least 167 stitches today. Cool. You know, knock those out and go on. Or I can go, hey, I know I'm not going to be able to stitch tomorrow. So 167 for today. And if I can do another 167, so whatever that maths out to be, which is 334-ish, something like that. I could do the math. And go, okay, well, that would be about 2 days worth and sort of get ahead even. So that's really nice. When I first started this a couple days ago, or last week, I guess, the initial amount was 212 stitches per day, and it's come down because I've done extra on most days. I think I've only missed 2 days. So, but I figure as long as I do a little bit each day, you know, if I hit that minimum goal or more, then, you know, I'll hit my goal of July 14th. And then I'll have to give myself, like, I'll keep in mind, like, give myself an extra week for whichever one falls on the end of July, because I am going to Gen Con, so I'll probably miss about a week of stitching there. So we'll see. It might be the one right after this. Well, if I'm thinking correctly. So, ow, my eye. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Probably got some dust in it. I was cleaning out the lint filter thing for the not vacuum, the dryer. Alrighty, so that puts us at 143. So cruising along. Still got a little over an hour. So I figure I'll wrap up at around 3:50 Eastern. So I can do about 10 minutes of like just kind of hanging out, doing the ending stream stuff, and maybe find somebody to raid. Hopefully somebody will be live that I like, or we'll find somebody new. Go raid them. Show some love to another streamer. Because if you have never streamed before, it can be a little intimidating. So, new streamers, show them love, you know, give them that little boost of confidence. Let them know that they're doing an awesome job. Alright, hang on, I'm gonna change this radio station. I am not feeling this. Please hold. try this one. Oh, I think it's the same one. Hang on. Let's try... Oh, an ad. No, no, no. Okay. Sorry, I wanted just something a little different. That music wasn't doing it for me. See if this one's any better. All right, with that column, we are now sitting at probably about 150 something. 155. Wiki, 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 wiki. Next column. Probably the last column with this thread. It's gonna go to there. If you're hanging out, lurking, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here today. Hope your Monday's going awesome. Oh, I forgot to post on Blue Sky. That's... Whoops. I'll do it tomorrow. My goodness. It's like, where am I feeling? Piece of skin right there. It's like peeling. Yeah, once I'm done with this column, we'll tie off this thread and move on to a new thread. New thread, woo! Same color though. Okay. Come up here. So I'm not worrying about too much about how like secure these are. Because outside of me like washing and framing or mounting or whatever I end up doing with these, like they're not going to be handled a whole bunch. They're not going to be worn or anything to that effect. So minimal securing is minimal. I can't words. I only need to do a minimum. Do the bare minimum. That's what I'm trying to say. But if I was doing it something for maybe like a patch or something that would be worn or carried or put on a bag, I would make sure it's a little bit more secure. But since these are just going to be either put in a frame, or I've thought about putting them in like a, sorry, separating threads, in a tumbler. There, my thread was trying to knot up. But since I might be putting them in either like a tumbler or a frame, they're not going to be like moved around a whole lot once they're kind of in place. I was thinking of getting like those clear tumblers that you can put pictures in, and putting these in those for everybody so that we all have like our own sort of like custom tumblers for game day. Because I think that would be fun. So this one is for the Dungeon Master. I have completed 4 others. I've done one of the 2 bards, the Artificer, the Cleric, and the Barbarian. I still have to do another Bard, Ranger, Warlock, Paladin. Let's see. Bard. This is number 5. So I got 4 more to do. So the other Bard, Ranger, Warlock, and Paladin. Yeah, those are the other 4. And then if I decide to do one for myself, that would be a Rogue. Which I think if I did mine, like for myself, I think I would try to do it almost like monochromatic with just a lot of like black and gray, and then with a touch of green, like a little bit of like a neon green, maybe for the number, or just like a little bit of green, because she's a Harengon rogue, phantom rogue, so she's all about like necrotic energy and, you know, dealing with the dead and making things dead and then talking to the dead, and you know, she has like kind of like that dark ashy gray fur. She's just kind of a little goofball. So I think I would go with like a very sort of like I said, monochromatic, lots of blacks and grays, and maybe like a little splash of like a dark green, and then maybe like a little bit of like a bright green, like a neon highlight. Oh, I'm struggling. There we go. I was like, I am struggling to find that one. Okay. But yeah, exclamation point project will bring up the patterns for these. This is currently the Dungeon Master one that I'm working on, so we'll keep chugging along on it. Our goal today is 167 stitches, which we are currently at after that last row. We just hit that. So we're working on just bonus. Everything is bonus now for the next 50-ish minutes. So we'll see how far we can go. Maybe we can get another 167, which is like 334, I think I said. Something like that. Yep, because I want to duck out of here right around 4. I'm going to go over to the used bookstore nearby and pick up a book they have for me. It's called Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. It's the second in the series. I'm also going to look and see if they have some of the book club books we've selected for the next round. Pick those out. I know I have one already, because it was my pick. And I was like, let's see if I can slide in one from my TBR shelf. So this round that we're getting ready to do is we found books that we're interested in, like on our TBR list, that had decent ratings, like overall scores. You know, like I think the one they picked is a 3.67 or something. Or maybe it's a little over 4. I don't remember. But basically find ones that have pretty high ratings. And then what we did is we pitched 3 books to the group based solely on a 1-star review. So the reviews I sent were like, my dog could sit on my keyboard and it'd be more thrilling than this, you know, like that kind of review. So I sent, let me see if I can find my original 3. Actually here, they would be in here. Okay. So my original 3 1-star reviews that I pitched to our book club was never came with a medal. The next one is The Wizard of Oz meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the third one was, it's like every character in this book is trying to win at being the least likable. I wanted everyone to be murdered. And then there's 5 of us total. And so 4 of them, 4 voted. And it was a tie. So it was a tie between The Wizard of Oz meets the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's like every character in this book is trying to win at being the least likable. I wanted everyone to be murdered. So then I added to The Wizard of Oz an additional 1-star rating, which was, I read this book because Kaylee at work suggested it. And the other one was along the lines of everyone wanting to be murdered. My dog could have walked across the keyboard of my computer and written a more suspenseful book. And they went with the dog one. And that worked out to be A Stranger in the House by, how do you say their last name? Shari Lapena. Lapena. So that one is on my bookshelf. The other ones were Red Queen by, I can't read the name, and what was the other one? The other one was, I think, called Echo. And I don't know where I put my paper that I had written those down on, but I think the other one was called Echo. It's up on my to be read list. That one I don't have a copy of. But Red Queen and Stranger in the House, I have a copy of both of those. One of the girls put, let me see. Is it this one? So we had, where was the other? Okay. The croissant was the main character. Wasn't for me. First and last time I ever want to read Cloacal Aroma with my own 2 eyes. And Astoundingly Brainless. I think this one, the croissant one. And it was the croissant. What book is that? Croissant. The Book of Doors is what. So apparently there's a croissant as a main character. At least according to that review. One was just like, it was weird. So that's Cult Classic by Sloane Crosley. Or Crossley. Where am I at? need here, and then that. Oh man, come on, it's not in the back. Why you not? There. Maybe I'll wrap up here a little early since I've already reached my goal. Or maybe I'll try to just finish like this little section down here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where I'm feeling in a row or a column or two. I'll go at least a little longer. Plus I still have a couple little chores I wanted to finish, like carrying out the baskets of laundry and... Okay, so that puts us at 191. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so I'll go to the end of this, like, section that I'm on, I think, and then probably wrap up for today. So probably another half hour or so, I would think. But I do plan to be back tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to play some games, I think, tomorrow. I'm going to start with Adorables. We'll see how that goes. My goal is to start working through my backlog of video games. So any games that I have in my Steam library that I've played less than 2 hours of, I'm going to try on stream, I can words, and see if it's a gem waiting in my library that I just haven't gotten a chance to play or haven't taken the time to check out. Because I do have quite a backlog. I got a couple of like Humble Bundles and such in the past that had multiple games in it, and it just wound up being cheaper to buy the Humble Bundle with, 10 games than it was to buy like the 2 games from the bundle I wanted because it was on such sale. So I wound up with kind of a backlog of games. So we'll see if any of them work out to be fantastic, amazing little games that I just didn't know were that awesome or whatever. So yeah, so tomorrow I'll be doing Adorables. I don't know what time yet. I think it'll depend on what time I get my button gear in the morning. I do have a dentist appointment in the afternoon, so I will have to go to that, which means I need to be done streaming by about 3:30. So I'll try to be streaming maybe by like 1-ish, just to give me a little time to get ready and go do that. So yeah, That's the plan. Start doing anything that has less than 2 hours so we can see if I like them, if I hate them, if there's a reason I just never bothered to play them. Excuse me, that kind of thing. Alright, so now we're at 202 stitches of our goal of 167. Doing good, doing good. Keeping it going. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, that's what I thought. Just chugging along on here. And somebody was asking the other day if the numbers mean anything. Yes, the numbers do. So on, for example, on the cleric, it's an 8 is the side up, and that's because they use a D8 for their hit point die. Barbarian is a D12, so there's a 12. So that's what the number corresponds to, is like what their hit die would be. This is the Dungeon Master, so of course it's a D20, right? They get all the hit points. Okay, that brings us to 212. Next row, or next column. Actually, I'll go to the end of this thread or the end of this like little section here, whichever comes first, I think is what I'll do. I know I keep like shortening it, changing it, but I'm a vibe stitcher, crafter, whatever, cooker. I mean, we have already beat the goal that I've set, which is 167. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're gonna skip 1. And then we're gonna do 1. Mostly because my elbows are hurting. I don't know why my elbow is hurting this morning. Afternoon, whatever. This day, my lord. I kind of want to get back into miniature painting. I just don't know what, though. Okay. We're now at 222. That one hurt. It like scraped across my finger and poked in at some point. That one kind of hurt. I normally don't do that. And this is because I tend to push with this finger, like from the back. So it helps just protect it from getting sore and stuff. I picked these up, like a 3-pack of them from like Dollar Tree. They're just little silicone finger things that can be found in the craft aisle. Family Dollar? Dollar Tree? No, Dollar Tree. So, yeah. Sometimes if I'm doing certain stuff, I'll also use this, which is, it's like a self adhesive, so it's not actually sticky, but it does stick to itself. When you stretch it, it kind of grippies. Sometimes I will do a little bit of that on my fingers just to give my fingers a little bit of a break. But usually it works better, or I need it more when I'm doing like a slightly smaller count on here. Since there's a little bit more friction on like the needle and stuff, so it just helps give a little extra grip strength. Alright, I think I'm actually gonna call it here. I'm tired. But look at that. We did 230 stitches. Boo, boo, boo. Puts us at 42.87%. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call that here. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna switch over to this screen, and I'm gonna see if anybody is streaming on my friends. No, nobody is. So we'll just call it there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your Monday, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.